Welcome back to the show. Well, now that summer is here, Bookmans wants you to get out of the heat and into their stores to hunt for some cool books to read. And they know that reading is, of course, more enjoyable on a full stomach.
Oh, yeah. I love food and I love Bookmans. And that's why Bookmans is a part of this year's Iron Chef Tucson competition and culinary experience. Sheila Cressley-Crowley is here to explain. Sheila, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So let's get started. If people haven't been to Bookmans, which it's crazy if they haven't been there, if they live in Tucson.
They're probably living under a rock.
Right.
Exactly.
Probably.
What is Bookmans, if you had to put it in a nutshell?
Bookmans is a locally owned chain in Tucson of books, music, video games. We have 6 locations in Arizona, and we have 3 locations right here in Tucson, spread out throughout Tucson, so chances are there's a Bookmans near you.
So let's talk about where those locations are since we're on that topic.
So for those on the north side, there is Ina at Thornydale. We have a location there, Grant at Campbell, and Speedway at Wilmot.
Awesome.
And Bookmans is really greater than the sum of its parts because it's a meeting place for certain things. You can go trade in books, but what else can you really do there?
Actually, Bookmans, our owner at Bookmans, we've been open now for about 40 years, so locally owned and operated. And when Bob first opened Bookmans, it was all about a place to hang out where you could actually buy a book. And so what we offer is from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through, well, 7 days a week, really. You can come and hang out. You can buy, sell, trade books, movies, music, video games. We have coloring books and we have activities, free events. There's really something for everybody.
Yeah, don't let the title Bookmans fool you.
Right.
Right.
It is like so many things. I mean, we've taken our kids there, sat down, hung out, traded in some books that they've already read, got some awesome piano books to take home. I mean, I love Bookmans, huge fan. So now you guys are actually teaming up with the Iron Chef competition. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we're really excited about that. We love participating with other local things in the Culinary Festival. Like you said, food and books. Who doesn't love food and books?
That's right.
And so the Culinary Festival this Sunday, you can get tickets to the culinary experience at any one of our Bookmans locations. So we're essentially a box office that's open from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day, and you can get your tickets for the Culinary Festival there.
Nice. And so why do you think people should go to this culinary festival in Iron Chef?
Well, number one, it's inside.
Right.
It's AC.
That's a great reason right there.
It's inside. It's something inside to do in Tucson. It's great food from people all over Tucson. It's food, it's indoors, it's something great to do this weekend. So why wouldn't you?
Can't argue with that.
I love that. So, Sheila, why is it that Bookmans feels so passionately about being a part of this competition and wanting to be involved with the Iron Chef?
I think it just goes hand in hand, even with the product we sell. I mean, we have a great selection of cookbooks and housewares, but also it's promoting the local vibe of Tucson and our local chefs, and it's something, you know, to do in the community. So for us, we're all about community, so it just felt like a perfect partnership.
Right, right. And so as far as the items in Bookmans go, if someone has something to sell or they want to trade something in, do you have any advice for them when they go in?
You know, I would say it's really, each store is reflective of the community it's around, the neighborhood it's around. So sometimes you could come to our Grant location and they might be taking that, take it to Speedway. I just also think it's a great way to clean out and start fresh. You know, you trade in and you get your next adventure and go on to the next thing. So I would say if it's in good condition, bring it in. Chances are we want it.
There you go. And I love that. I love when people bring props, but you brought like a whole table here. So just to kind of give us an idea that it's not just about books. I mean, I see toys, I see puzzles, and something huge in our family, musical instruments that we can actually buy there at a very affordable cost. So tell us a little bit more about some of the stuff you brought today.
Well, some of the stuff I brought today kind of is just a snapshot of what we carry in the store, because if you can imagine, we have, most of our stores are 13,000 square feet of new and used mixed media. So we have the ukulele to kind of promote our musical instrument section. We have awesome musical instrument sections. Adult coloring books are super popular right now. Great books for summer reading lists and activities for the kids, puzzles, video games, you name it, chances are we have it. And when you're finished using it, bring it in, trade it in, and get something else.
Some of my favorite things that I bought there are like old cups that you may not find anywhere else. Like I have this set of Flintstones, McDonald's collector's cups, and all 4 of them were there.
Yeah.
And they were wonderful. And we use them every day. I love them.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, something for everyone. We have lots of collectibles and vintage items. We have, you know, vintage, pretty much anything you can think of. Vinyl is really big now, so for the musicians out there, we have great vinyl sections. So if you're thinking there's nothing at the store for me, then something's wrong with you, because we really have something for everyone.
Everything.
Yes, everything.
I was telling you on commercial break, this is actually where I go for Christmas shopping every year.
Smart.
Because you can really cover everybody in your extended family on something. That's so cool. And I have to admit to you as well that the coloring books, the adult coloring books, we're all doing this backstage now.
Oh yeah, that's a huge thing now.
And it's such a huge thing. It's supposed to like relieve stress and
get your zen
free
on
your mind.
by coloring.
Yeah. I think it's great. Well, Sheila, thank you so much for coming on, telling us more about Bookman, stuff we knew, stuff we didn't know, and then, of course, being a part of this amazing culinary experience.
Thank you for having me.
It's such a pleasure. And you guys, you can actually get tickets to Iron Chef Tucson at any Tucson Bookman's location, including Speedway and Wilmont, Grant and Campbell, and Ina and Thornydale. Visit IronChefTucson.com for more information or visit Bookmans.com.